I got your best interest, all right, kids? Listen to me. To the best VR boxer in the world, because I got your best interest at heart here, okay? Pale children of North America. Listen to me. I got your best interest at heart. Unless you want to head back in the wrong direction towards a world where Boss Man is going to be trying to pay you in scripts instead of U.S. currency, which is where they're going to try to pay you in like a cryptocurrency that's a scam, or they're going to try to pay you in like Soylent Green bottles, or they're going to try to pay you in like 3D printed beef jerky strips instead of money. And they're going to use excuses like, oh, well, it's AI, or, oh, well, you know, the economy, or they've been saying that since the economy was excellent, okay? Back in the quote-unquote good old days, they were trying to tell pale North Americans that this reason and that reason is why you can't pay us enough, when in actuality, they could afford to pay well enough for people to raise 13 kids. Okay? So they can afford to pay you, and they're not going to. They're going to come up with reasons why they got to pay you in 3D printed beef jerky strips and not in U.S. currency, as well as paying you the standard of living. So with that being said, I know you, much like me, want to be a content creator. I know that you, much like me, want to be a content creator, and that you don't want to get paid in 3D printed beef jerky strips. I get that. However, what you're not taking into account is that people like Zenova exist. What you're not taking into account is that you live in a world where people like me aren't allowed to participate in online spaces because everyone's afraid of the fact that I could punch my hand through their head, like in one side, out the other, punch my hand through their head. So with that being said, I'm not allowed to participate in online spaces, and I'm not allowed to voice my opinion because people are afraid of me talking, because I'm related to people that participated in the Battle of Blair Mountain. I'm related to people who led the United States in almost conquering the entirety of Korea. I am related to people who participated in the Harlan County War. I'm related to people who founded the Hensley Settlement. I'm related to someone who signed the Declaration of Independence. So I'm related to things that the world is afraid of. I'm related to the United Mine Workers. I'm related to the people who made Peabody Coal Company tuck their tail and pay pale North Americans the standard of living instead of in scripts. And that was back when you got kicked out of your whole community if you got fired. All right, I'm related to the few Americans throughout this country's history that have gotten shit done other than standing around and trying to win a popularity contest, which is what people like Zenova do. Speaking of people like Zenova, let me change something real quick. Okay, so with that being said, I'm related to the United Mine Workers and the Battle of Blair Mountain and the Harlan County War, and I'm related to people who the Pinkertons couldn't catch, to the point that the state of Tennessee had to have a truce with my family. I'm related to people that put some respect on Pale North Americans' names in ways that will transgress and echo throughout history. I'm related to people that made people put some respect on Pale North Americans' names. I'm related to people that sent shivers down Freemason spines, which is why Saint 10 doesn't want to box a Pale North American like me on stream. That's why Saint 10 and Chicken Andy don't want to spar a Pale North American man like me on stream, is because I'm related to people who made them put some respect on Pale North Americans' name and pay Pale North Americans in money and not scripts under the threat of excommunicating them from their family and community and their church. Okay, that's a little weird, Freemasons, that you tried to have Pale North Americans working for monopoly money that was only valid on the job site, and their job site was also their community and their church, and they got excommunicated from their church and their community. Like, they got banished from their church and their community, and they that all of their money was no longer valid if they lost their job. It's a little weird that that's what your people got up to, Saint 10, and that you're always bragging about that that's what your people got up to. But I'm related to the people who put holes in your hired guards that tried to fight the literal police of the United States heads. I'm related to people that did that, and I'm related to the people that made you put some respect on Pale North Americans' names, Saint 10. So that's why you're afraid to spar me, is because I'm related to people that made you put some respect on it. And you're related to people that you're related to people that burned down my great grandfather's home. Okay, you literally burned down my great grandfather's home, and that's why I'm related to people that put holes in this part of your people's faces, is because you tried to have Pale North Americans, you tried to have their homes be provided by their employer as well as their churches, and their money was only valid on the job site, which was also where their church and their home was located. And then if they didn't comply with your wishes, you kicked them out of their church and their community, and all of their money was no longer valid. That's what the Freemasons tried to have, like Saint 10. That's what the Freemasons, like Saint 10, tried to have Pale North Americans living like, until people like my ancestors came around and made them put some fucking respect on a Pale North American's name and pay a pale motherfucker in money instead of literal coupons. Okay, so if you don't drop out of school and start protesting again, they're gonna start trying to pay you in fucking coupons again. Okay, they're gonna try to pay you in fucking tickets and fucking arcade tickets. They're gonna try to pay you in arcade tickets and fucking have your home be on your job site and contingent with your employment, and they're gonna try to have your participation in your religion be contingent with your fucking employment. All right. If you don't start fucking protesting again. So that's why you got to keep your eye on the ball, Pale North Americans, because they don't want people like me reproducing. So you need to wisen up a little bit. One of your female relatives needs to sit on my wiener, and you need to start protesting for the right reasons instead of protesting for fucking Palestinians and Islam and Latinos, because that's not going to get you anywhere. Protesting for motherfuckers that don't even live here isn't going to get money in your pocket. And if you're from one of these countries and they have your foolish ass living here just to protest for no goddamn reason, how fucking foolish are you people, by the way? You're coming to live here to protest for shit that has nothing to do with this place. Like that's gonna get anything done for you as an individual. Like what the fuck is that gonna do for you as an individual? Okay, so let's say you come in here and protesting for fucking Mexicans back in Mexico goes well, which it hasn't been. You motherfuckers coming here and protesting for Mexicans in Mexico hasn't done a goddamn thing for Mexico. Mexico's falling the fuck apart as we speak. So all these motherfuckers that were being unbearable your entire life while wearing a Mexican flag has done absolutely fucking nothing for Mexico. And you motherfuckers are poor, and they're kicking you motherfuckers out of here on top of it, and they're not paying you motherfuckers well on top of it. So what the fuck has that done for you? Like literally, what has that done for you other than make a complete and utter fucking fool of yourselves? Okay? They're not paying motherfuckers in the United States better because of what you did. They're not paying motherfuckers better in Mexico because of what you did. They're not treating motherfuckers better in Mexico because of what you did. And they're not treating motherfuckers in the United States better because of what you did. So what the fuck have you done, Mexicans? What the fuck have you done with all this bullshit? What has this accomplished? Okay? Literally, realistically, what has this accomplished? Fuck all. So you need to start paying attention to me, because I'm the motherfucker with proven results in my bloodline. My bloodline has proven fucking results in it. Yours doesn't. So just riddle what my bloodline has done is still paying dividends today. What my bloodline has done is still paying dividends today. What you motherfuckers have done isn't accomplishing or improving anything for anyone. So you should listen to me, because what I've done in my bloodline is still paying off for everyone today, right now. What my bloodline has done is still paying off right now as we speak. What you've done isn't doing shit. It's not doing shit for fucking no one. Alright, Mexicans? What you've done isn't helping Mexico. What you've done isn't helping the United States. What you've done isn't helping Brazil. It's not helping Colombia. It's not helping the Caribbeans. It's not helping Venezuela. It's not helping Guatemala. It's helping fucking no one. Okay, it's not even helping Mexico. So, get it together. Shut the fuck up. Start off by shutting the fuck up. Start off by shutting your dumb mouth. That's a good place to start. A good place to start is shutting your stupid fucking mouth. Okay? Second thing, turn your fucking ears on. Turn your goddamn ears on. Listen to the motherfucker, that's me, that's Bloodline, has results that are still paying off for pale North Americans and the United States as we speak. What I've done, what my family's done, is paying off for you motherfuckers right now. You enjoy having breaks at work? You're welcome. You're welcome. You enjoy having breaks at work? That was me. Alright? You enjoy 8-hour work days? Right here. You enjoy 8-hour work days, maternity leave? You like that? That was me. You like being paid in US currency? Right here. You got this guy to thank for it. Okay? So shut the fuck up and listen to the motherfucker that got shit done. Okay? Listen to the motherfucker whose bloodline got shit done. That's me right here. Right here. This guy. This guy's face. The bloodline that got shit done. You like 8-hour work days? That was me. You like having breaks? That was me. You like getting paid in money? That was me. You like not having to live at work? That was me. You like not having to go to church on your fucking job site? That was me. You're welcome. You're welcome. That was me. That was me, motherfucker. That was me. You're welcome, bitch. That was me. So shut the fuck up. Because that was me. Not you, that was me. Shut the fuck up, Satan. That was this motherfucker. whose bloodline signed the Declaration of Independence. That was this motherfucker. It wasn't you, Saint 10. It was this motherfucker. So shut up. Alright, United Mine Workers was this motherfucker. It wasn't you, Saint 10, bitch ass motherfucker. So shut your whore mouth, bitch. Because it was this motherfucker that got shit done that's paying dividends today. 8-hour workdays is because of this motherfucker. Having breaks at work is because of this motherfucker. It's not because of you, Saint 10. It's because of this motherfucker right here. So what did we learn today? What did we learn today? We learned why Saint 10's afraid. We learned why Saint 10 doesn't want to spar a pale North American. I think we learned why Saint 10 doesn't want to spar a pale North American motherfucker today. I think that's what we learned. I think we had a productive learning situation today. I think we learned why Saint 10 doesn't want to spar a pale motherfucker. Okay? I think we learned why Zenova doesn't want to spar a pale motherfucker. I think we learned why I'm the best VR boxer in the world. Alright? It's because my ancestors put some motherfucking stank on it during the Battle of Blair Mountain. Alright? It's because I'm related to United Mine Workers. Alright? You ever heard the United Mine Workers speech at Sid Hensley's funeral? Alright? We put some motherfucking stank on it. We dropped some fucking bars, alright? We dropped a couple gnarly verses that put some fucking stank on it. It made some motherfuckers respect pale North Americans. You ever heard the speech they gave at Sid Hensley's funeral? You should go look it up. It was a fucking banger. They dropped some fucking bars about why you need to drop out of school and protest outside of FBI and CIA buildings. This is the most contemptible system that has ever fucking existed. There's no way. There's no way your ass has been subscribed to me for a day. I'm calling bullshit. I'm not unbanning you. Fuck you. Why the fuck do you think I was born yesterday? Like, yeah, let me sit here and talk with guy who wants to call my employers after they mistreat me instead of rebuking them. Why the fuck why would I want you in my presence? Why would I want to read anything you have to say so it can distract me from saying things that are awesome? When you're a guy who wants to call people slave handlers, you're a guy that wants to call people slave masters, you want to call the people that are overseeing work that does not pay me enough money to survive in Florida, where the standard of living is like $30 an hour in Southwest Florida now. The standard of living is like $30 an hour in Southwest Florida now, and you want to call people that are wrongfully terminating me. You want to call the people, the house N-words that are wrongfully terminating me from places that are not paying me enough money to survive, because they know they can abuse me and take advantage of me due to me having a criminal record. And you want to come up with reasons to laugh at me, and you want to ask them retarded questions, and you want to try to get them to use the company lawyer against me. You want to call house N-words to get them to abuse the police, because the police will so willingly throw poor people in jail to protect a business in the area. You want to try to get them to use their company lawyers and the police against me to throw me in a labor dungeon because you're anti-worker, you're anti-United States, you're anti-United States citizens being paid the standard of living. So why would I let you talk in my chat? Like, and how am I a quote-unquote pussy for not letting you talk in my chat when I'm willing to spar you on stream? I'm willing to spar you on stream. I'm not going to let you talk in my chat, and I'm not a coward for not letting you talk in my chat. You're a pussy for not sparring me. You're a coward for not sparring me. You're a field N-word that wants to do masses bidding. You want to do master's bidding. You're not a field N-word. You're a house N-word. You're an Uncle Tom house N-word that wants to do master's bidding by snitching on me, pointing out that I was wrongfully terminated on my private social media, so you can try to get company lawyers to send me cease and desist, because you want to try to control what I say on YouTube to a handful of people. So why would I let you talk in my chat? You don't have anything of value to say. I already know you don't stand for anything intelligent or worthwhile. You don't have anything to contribute to the conversation. Why would I let you talk in chat? So you can be a distraction? So you can say things to distract me and interrupt my train of thought? Why would I let someone as pathetic and as lowly and as of low moral fiber and character as you be in my presence? I already said I'd spar you on stream. That's the only exchange that's going to happen and that needs to happen between me and you. I will spar you on stream, if you come to Lee County, Florida, and make the foolish mistake of sparring me on stream, I'm literally going to put my arm through your head, like cartoonishly. I'm cartoonishly going to put my arm through your head if you take me up on my offer of sparring me on stream. So for your own health, I would advise you don't, but I'm not going to not spar you on stream after you called the house N-words that I've worked for every time I post that I've wrongfully been terminated, and you try to get them to use company lawyers against me. You try to get them to send cease and desist to me. You try to get them to make privacy complaints on my YouTube channel. You try to claim that I'm trying to generate harassment towards them. You contact the FBI and try to tell the FBI that I'm plotting terrorist attacks anytime I post that I've been wrongfully terminated. So why would I let a house N-word like you in my presence that wants to rat me out to massa to try to put me in a labor dungeon? because you're too much of a pussy to spar me. You don't have anything intelligent to say.